Hey yo, what's up guys? I'm back with another video. You see the thumbnail, and yeah, I'm getting really into this. And so I asked y'all last time, what would you name the move that I created for Naruto? And so a lot of y'all had some really good ideas, but I think I'm gonna use Kill a Kill 360's move that she had. I think Sage Art Armageddon Bomb. Not bad. I like how that sounds. So, Kill a Kill. If you're watching this, hey. Alright, I'm gonna start it off. What's this? Part 7, I think? So, what if Naruto was in high school DxD? I'm started off. Okay then, Issei Weez. I don't wanna know what training is gonna be like. He walked towards the magic circle, followed by the rest of the entourage. Naruto followed behind him, looking back for a moment. He felt like he was forgetting something. And Kurama, he started to laugh a little bit. You know what it is, don't you? Yeah, Kurama said. Naruto was ticked. Of course, Kurama wouldn't help him, and he knew how bad Naruto's memory it was sometimes. What could it be? Something about portals? But there's already a portal here. Holy shit, you're dumb. If you're not going to help, don't say anything, Naruto snapped. Come on, brain, we don't need Kurama. Portals. Make something about finding portals. Naruto grinned. Quickly, he thrust all his chakra into his arms. It moved the air slightly, but now he could sense his own chakra signature. Hopefully, he'll find it from a different dimension. He flexed his Rinnegan, searching for Rias' energy. It wasn't hard since these dimensions didn't seem that far. Naruto quickly opened his own portal, appearing in the middle of his living room. Why'd you come in through that one? This eye and its powers are new to me. I want to get better at using them as fast as possible. Why? Kiba asked. Shouldn't you take your time to slowly learn the ins and outs of your abilities? Well, there's kind of a personal reason that I need to get this quickly. Naruto don't want to tell them that it was so that he could break into the afterlife. He didn't want them to try and stop him. He knew that it sounded like he wasn't letting go of his sadness, but it was something else to him. He wanted to apologize, whether they wanted it or not. He couldn't feel right now that now was the right time if he couldn't apologize. He made a promise that he hadn't been able to keep. He had to make up for it personally. How long were we inside? Naruto asked, looking at his window. It's still bright. Only 2 hours, Akano answered. We still have some time before this meeting is over. Well then, I don't think we need to take Naruto around the academy, Ria said, standing up from the couch. He knows nothing about the city he lives in now. Today will be orientation. Well then, we don't. Well, it's not like I'm haven't really have anything planned. Naruto chuckled. I'll do it. Well then, let's go. Rias led her entourage out of Naruto's apartment. Naruto followed behind, locking his door on the way out. He could have remembered to apply some seals around. A world filled with supernaturals could mean that there is someone might try to sneak into his apartment, especially since Rias lived there. and she was basically the devil's princess. As they entered the elevator, which Naruto felt a bit small for all of them, he discreetly held his hand up. Just as the doors opened, a small poof of smoke was seen. The clone immediately went back to the apartment, getting ready to arm the house or apartment. No one would get into the bedrooms without getting into a lot of pain. So the entire world is connected by this internet thing, Naruto asked, staring into the television as they passed an electronics shop. How do they connect people? That's something that us high schoolers didn't know, Rias answered. It was amusing to see Naruto like this. Even the Pietrar's numbers had to laugh. Naruto could destroy the world if he felt like it, but he was so mesmerized with technology, they taken it for granted. Wait, Naruto paused, turning his head towards the street. I smell ramen. Really good ramen. He began to walk a bit faster. Whoa, slow down, Issei yelled. There's ramen. Naruto looked around frantically. Instant ramen is fine, but ramen from a stand is 100 times better. I've been here a week without it. Naruto finally got a glimpse of the stand. It was roughly 50 meters from the street. Without hesitation, Naruto broke into a sprint, racing past the civilians in a blur, leaving a wind trail behind him. Well, that's Naruto, seeming excited. When they arrived at the stand, Naruto was already slurping down the ramen, working as quickly as possible without his arm. The other people in the stand watched in amusement. The employees were also hard to work, making sure Naruto got even more bowls of ramen. Hey guys, Naruto. Hey guys, I ordered some for you too. And as he went back to eating. Thanks, Issei said, sitting down on the counter. Some bowls were placed in front of the Pietrarch, and they began to eat. It's not sweet. It's not supposed to be, Naruto said, ordering a third bowl. I made the mistake of trying to make my own ramen, and I added sugar instead of salt. That sounds disgusting. Ugh. My tongue felt betrayed. I almost stopped eating ramen, Naruto shuddered. It still gives me nightmares. Just from bad ramen? Issei asked. Ramen isn't that important. And Naruto gave Issei the most crazy death stare ever. Ramen is the king of foods. It's the best thing in the world. Naruto glared at Issei, his Rinnegan glowing with an ominous glow. I don't really get why you like it so much. This one's good, I'll admit that, but still, ramen is so cheap. It's for when you can't afford anything else. Rias flinched. It was probably because Naruto had to end up eating so much of it during his childhood. Oh, I get it now. Why is that? Why was that needed to be said? Rias wondered. Alright, time skip a little later. Can I ask why you want to learn how to use your Rinnegan so quickly? Rias asked, poking at her food. After showing Naruto around the city and ending up at the entrance of the school, the Pietrarch had gone their separate ways. Turns out that Naruto had a much easier time teleporting with a dimension than he had teleporting between dimensions. He grabbed her hand, then they immediately appeared inside his apartment. She had barely noticed the transition. It had been so quick. Well, I want to revisit my dimension, Naruto lied. He trusts Rias, but it still felt wrong to tell other people. It wasn't that much of a lie. He he did want to return. I want to at least see my old house one more time, just to get some sort of closure, you know? Naruto grinned, but it didn't quite reach his eyes. I just... Let's not talk about the sad stuff, though. This is really good. What is it? It is a... Let's say it's a vegetable omelet. Ria said, still eating with him. There's vegetables in this. Naruto stared at the food on his fork. But it tastes so delicious. If you cook it right, anything can taste good, Ria's answered. Have you never eaten vegetables before? Rarely, if it wasn't ramen, I didn't eat it. Kakashi Sensei always talking about how I never get taller if I didn't eat them. Too bad I'm just as tall as he is, well he was now. Naruto laughed. How? How did you survive all these years? That was what I wondered every day. His body is a mystery. There's only there's only one explanation I can come up with. Stop using your mouth to speak, Kurama. Naruto continued eating. No, I'm talking. Naruto stuffed his food with the omelet, stopping Kurama in his tracks. I'm eating. Then make me a clone, Kurama said within Naruto. Naruto sighed, creating a clone before... Wait, hold up. Alright, I'm back. Ah, a body for myself. Kurama flexed his shoulders. Finally, he sat down at the table, leaning back in the chair. Why I decided to stay inside you, I don't know. Because I'm your only friend. Don't Sasuke me. Fine. But my point still stands. No vegetables for years and you still end up so tall. It's magic. It just proves that you don't need vegetables, Naruto said, finishing his omelet. But you do. Do you remember how short you were when you graduated? Everyone in your year was taller than you. You were so short. I thought you was gonna get stuck inside of a child's body forever. I wasn't that short. Yeah, you were. Kurama suddenly erupted into smoke. He re-emerged as 12-year-old Naruto, whose legs barely reached the floor. He even had Naruto's trademark jumpsuit. See? I was really that short? That's not even 5'5". And when you got back, you shot up. You were taller than all of your old classmates. Except Sasuke. He was like a centimeter taller than you were. So again, magic is the only explanation. It wasn't magic. Then it was puberty. 14 years old is a little late though. See, he was cut off when Naruto sunk his fist into Kurama's face, destroying the clone. Rude, Kurama said in his head. Stop talking about how short I was. It's embarrassing. Why do you care so much? Because Rias is here, Kurama taunted. I don't know. I just don't. Naruto whined. So, what do you want to do now? Rias asked. Watch another movie? Actually, could you teach me how to use this thing? Naruto put out his phone out of his pocket. Lucifer said that I could charge it or else it would die. So I did. 90% is good, right? She nodded. Wait, hold up. Alright. I know how to call people since it's kind of like a radio. But there are a bunch of other things I don't get. I can get the internet from here, but how? Well, there should be an app that lets you search things, Ria said, standing next to Naruto. She leaned over, trying to see his phone screen. Naruto's got a face full of hair. It smells like cherries. Perv, you and your father weird fetish for red disgusts me. It's not a fetish, it's a preference. Then why are you getting excited? What? Naruto switches attention from his mind to towards his crotch. Krama was right. As I said, pervert. Uh, I think here is a pretty good point to end it on. I know it's kind of short, but um, I know it is really short compared to what I usually do. But I got some more what ifs that I'm going to post today, so don't worry. And yeah, comment down below. Tell me what you like. Leave a like, and we're almost to 100 subscribers. So yeah, subscribe if you want to. And so until next time, peace.